There are not a lot of home sales happening right now, and real estate agents and mortgage lenders alike are desperate for business. This could explain why I've noticed a surge of problematic Facebook posts and questionable sales tactics lately. I wanted to take a few minutes today to talk about some of the things that I've seen recently, and this is in no way intended to throw anybody under the bus. It's my job to build relationships with real estate agents and other industry professionals. That's how I earn referral business. That's how I earn money. And the last thing I want to do is burn any of those relationships or make anybody angry with me. But I think it's very, very important to talk about what I've been seeing. Real estate agents, stop posting interest rates. Seriously, unless you are licensed to negotiate rates and originate mortgages, please do not try to quote rates. There are just too many variables at play to ever make it worth throwing interest rates out there. Furthermore, it is not compliant to post a rate unless you also show the APR and include details regarding the scenario at hand. This means stating the credit score, down payment amount, loan type, occupancy type, property type, etc., etc., etc. This is why I try to avoid advertising specific rates, even though I am a licensed loan originator. So unless you're willing and able to include all of this information in your advertisements, just stop posting rates. I saw a listing on Facebook for a property down in Florida, and the listing agent emphasized in her description that there are no income taxes in Florida. Great. To me, this is a very misleading statement because your average American, your average Joe on the street, when they think about their income taxes, they think about the lion's share, which goes to the federal government and includes things like Social Security tax and Medicare and FICA and this and that. Most people don't realize that the state taxes in most cases really aren't as significant, but by this agent posting this little piece of information, that could lead home buyers to believe that they're going to save a whole lot more on taxes than they really are. Unless you're a CPA, don't give tax advice. It also drives me bonkers when real estate agents and loan officers push tax write-offs as a reason for somebody to finance a home purchase. Now, it may be true that points and interest can be written off if somebody is itemizing their tax return, but for the 90% plus of Americans who take the standard deduction, this doesn't do them a damn bit of good and shouldn't be used as a selling point. Solar panel salespeople are the worst when it comes to this, so unless you want to be compared to a solar panel salesperson, don't give tax advice. I would like to pause for a moment here and state for the record that I have my deficiencies. I'm sure that if you look at all of my posts and videos, I've probably said or done something that isn't 100% compliant. But I do try to do my best to do things compliantly and correctly. And if somebody reaches out to me and says, "Hey Justin, you could have worded this differently," or "You shouldn't do that," what sets me apart is that I'm receptive to that type of feedback, because if somebody's going to point that out to me, it's going to cause me to take a look and make sure that what I'm doing is actually compliant. And if it's not, I'll take the steps to correct myself. What drives me crazy are the people who, when it's pointed out that they're doing something non-compliantly, they'll double down and call that person out or say, "Screw you, I know what I'm doing." Just set your ego aside and try to do better.
I want to do it because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things.
Moving on. Nothing makes me cringe harder than when I see somebody in the mortgage or real estate industry pushing clients to marry the house and date the rate. Nobody knows what the future holds for interest rate or home values. Even if rates do come down, not every home buyer will be able to qualify for a refi. Do I think that rates are going to come down? Yeah, absolutely. I just posted a video about that. Is it a sure thing? Is it guaranteed? Absolutely not. Anybody who says otherwise is lying. I would never state this as a fact in an attempt to make a sale. Real estate agents and loan officers who do say things like this, what are you going to do in a year from now if clients come back to you needing to refinance and who relied on your advice to make their purchase but can't refinance or the rates are higher? What are you going to tell them? Finally, I've talked about this in the past, but it's worth bringing up here again. Loan officers and mortgage companies promising free refinances later if somebody finances their home purchase with them today. There is no such thing as a free refinance, and they never say what they actually mean by free refinance. Are they going to waive the origination fees? Because if they do that, they're just rolling those costs into more discount points or increasing the interest rate. Are they waiving the appraisal fee? Because there's no such thing as a free refinance. Like in North Carolina, a real estate attorney has to conduct the closing. They're not going to do it for free. So like, where is all of this money come from as it relates to the costs of refinancing? It's fancy marketing, nothing more. And if they give you an incentive, it's going to be a shell game. Yeah, you may save money here, but you're going to pay more money there. So don't fall for the free refinance gambit. That's all I've got for today. Please believe me when I tell you that I'm recording this video from a place of concern. I'm not trying to be a Karen. I'm not going to be a snitch. I'm not out reporting people. But please be aware that the regulatory agencies are paying attention. They are looking at your Facebook posts. And if you don't believe me, just take a look at all the lawsuits that are happening today and all the fines that are being imposed by government regulatory agencies. It's your license on the line.